What's up, everybody? Peter Valley here. Listen, you guys, I'm here to invite you to my brand new on-demand web class called the Top 5 Overlooked Book Sources. This is a subject I am extremely passionate about, which is where to find cheap stuff that we can resell for big profits on Amazon, right? This is by far the subject I'm most passionate about when it comes to Amazon selling. And this is a web class that you can get off of and make money with immediately. So there's a link right below this video. You can just dive in. It's 100% free. There are no strings, but let me go into a little more detail about what you're about to learn. So in this book sourcing web class, first of all, it is 100% free. There are no strings, no bait and switch. I'm literally just giving you some free training, giving you 5 places that almost nobody knows about where you can find cheap books to resell on Amazon for big profits. We're going to spend about 30 minutes together. So it's not too long, not too short. It is a real class. I go really in depth in the time that we have together, and the quality of this class is 100 times higher than 99% of the free stuff you see on the internet. I don't know about you, but when I go to a website, I get bombarded with these offers of like, download my free PDF or check out this video on this thing. My goal with this is that you come away thinking, I cannot believe that he gave that much away for free. I really put everything I had into this web class and packed as much profitable information as I could into the 30 minutes that we're going to spend together. So very specifically, I'm going to 5 sources. 5 sources I believe are very overlooked that most booksellers don't talk about. I'm not just giving away the obvious stuff here. I want to focus on overlooked sources you don't hear about that much. I'm going to give you some tricks, how to find these sources, etc., etc. And by the way, these 5 sources are not some obscure thing that only apply to some people in certain areas. I wanted to make this class about 5 sources that are going to be relevant to everybody no matter where you live. And I'm just quite simply giving you 5 new places to source from. All you have to do when you get off this web class is turn off your computer, hit the streets, go out and go to these sources and start making money. This is an actual screenshot of the page. By the way, I don't know why you're watching this, you guys. You can hit the link and dive into the web class right now. So hit the link below this video. This is an actual screenshot of what you're going to see on the registration page. And by the way, I don't even know why you're watching this. Hit that link and register. But this is what the page looks like. 5 overlooked book sources, 5 weird places to find cheap used books to resell for big profits that your competition is too lazy to touch. This is the stuff you don't hear. These are the sources you don't hear about that often. So to get this out of the way, if you're wondering who is this wild man yelling at you into the microphone, my name is Peter Valley. I've been selling on Amazon since 2007, focusing on books. I somehow accidentally became the world's most published author on Amazon selling. I truly don't know how that happened. I do the website FBAmastery.com. And true story, the weirdest place I ever sourced books was a dumpster behind a warehouse at an audiobook distributor. Now, I've sourced a lot of inventory from dumpsters over the years. That's not what makes this interesting. What makes this really interesting is that it was audiobooks. These were shrink-wrapped like CD sets. And it was insane how much money I made. And so of all the weird places, if I had to pick one, that's probably the weirdest. But I've sourced from a lot of weird places. The reason I mention this to you is that I've gotten pretty good at identifying really weird sources. And so that's what we're going to talk about in this web class. So you might be wondering, okay, Peter Valley, there's millions of free stuff, videos, PDFs, whatever on the internet. What makes this different? Well, there is a catch. Yes, this is free. And yes, I'm giving you lots of profitable information. But the catch is this is a real class. This is not just some free video like you find all over the internet. You have to treat this like a real class. And specifically what I mean is there's not going to be a pause button. Once the class starts, class is in session. That means you have to take notes. You can't pause it and come back later. You get one shot. We're going to spend 30 minutes together, and I'm going to really, really promise to make it worth your time, but you have to treat it like a real class. Number 2, I'm not holding anything back. This is not one of those free videos on the internet where they teach you some stuff, but then they hold back and they say, hey, you got to buy my thing if you want more. As much as I can fit into 30 minutes, I'm going to give you on this web class. Yes, I have courses and things where you can take this a lot further, but in the 30 minutes we're going to spend together, I'm not holding anything back. There will be party favors. Yes, I always reward people that stay to the end of my presentation. So there's going to be some stuff that you can't get anywhere else if you wait until the end of the web class and actually watch the entire thing, okay? So hit the link below and register right now. Again, I don't know why you're watching this, but if you really need to be sold any further, here's what we're going to cover. Again, 5 unconventional, overlooked book sources. I'm going to get really, really specific. And then at the end, I'm going to talk about how to unlock 30 additional, actually more than 30 additional sources and access some additional training, how you can even learn about even like dozens of other sources that we don't even have time to talk about in the web class. And there's going to be free stuff. I'm going to tell you to get the web class slides and a bunch more, but I can't reveal that stuff until the end of the web class. Like I said, I like to reward people that stay to the end. So here's the deal. Why are your book sources so important? Why am I so passionate about the subject of where to find cheap stuff to resell on Amazon? Well, the deal is your profits are in direct proportion to the number of your sources. It is that simple. If you want more profit, you need to increase your sources. It really is what it comes down to. It really is as simple as that. I always tell people, expect to average $100 per source per month. Some sources might only bring you an average of like $20 a month. Some will bring you several hundred. But on average, with my business, I average about around $100 per source per month. So what that means is if you want to make an extra $3,000 a month, just get 30 additional sources. It doesn't have to be 30 additional categories of sources, just individual sources. And that should literally give you a raise of $3,000 a month. So if this formula plays out in your business like it does with mine, this web class, because I'm giving you 5 sources, you're essentially giving yourself a $500 a month raise just for participating in this free web class. So you guys, I don't know what more I need to say. This is probably the best thing I've ever given away for free. I've got a few web classes. This is the one I'm most excited about. This is the one I think will most directly translate into profits in the shortest amount of time. In other words, you can get off this web class and hit the streets and put this stuff into practice and start making money immediately. So thank you guys for watching. I cannot wait to share this with you. Hit the link below this video, register for the free web class, and I'll see you over there.